Tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ kò dé o, tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹyẹ kò lọ, ẹyẹ balẹ̀ ó mọ̀ fún akọni jẹ, igúnnugún jẹ̀bọ níwàrùn òye.
Once upon a time after time, when one time goes, another time will follow. Time for everything. Time for fashion. Time for Sonyo. Time for Alari. Time for dress. Time for Elewet. When one time pass, another time will roll in. Time is everything that God gives to us. Everything that we have in this world. Time is the only thing that is really ours. Yet, time is one thing that we are not familiar with at all. It's something we don't know. This is the reason why I always say life is history.
Tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ kò dé o, tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀.
Greeting to the children, greeting to the adults, greeting to the elders, greetings to the kings, especially those ones that have hand in the success of this research. Greeting to you. Greeting to the late Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́, Ọba Lámídì Adéyẹmí. Greeting to the late Ọ̀ọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀, Ọba Òkùnadé Ṣíjúadé, and the late Aláké Ọba Oyèbádé Lípẹ̀dé. To Ọba Oyèbádé Lípẹ̀dé, Aláké of Abẹ́òkúta, the late one. I also greet Araba Adéìgà, late Araba Adéìgà. He also add to the success of this research. Apart from these people, we have to greet those ones that are alive. Ifáyẹmí Baba Abeji at Odunfa in Ebute Meta in Lagos here. Greeting to you, sir. Thank you for your contribution in this research. And most especially, our big brother, Fabukunmi, that is known as Ifa Blessing, at Agbele Kale in Abule Egba in Lagos State here. Greeting to you. According to the research, we come to realize that Yoruba believe in one God and some divinities. And that one God was called Olodumare, which simply means the one that owns Odu, that recognize and know everything about Ari. Now we have two words that people need to know the meaning, Odu and Ari. When we look at it, Oni Odu, Oni, that is when we're looking at it morphologically. We will say Oni Odu, the owner of Odu. T-O-Mo Ari, that knows everything about Ari. What is Odu? I try all my possible best during the research to see the meaning of Odu. And at the end of the day, I come to realize that Odu can be what the English known as angels. Because according to somebody that told me about this Odu, they said Odu are for God, and our God, that is Olodumare, used the Odu to create different things in this world. There is nothing created by God without any Odu behind it. And when anybody has problem, the Babalawo will now throw claws. They will throw Ifa. And when they look at Ifa, and Odu will talk to them from the Ifa This Odu that talk to them is the Odu that know everything about the person that is asking about his destiny. It is the Odu that will tell them that when you're created, you should not be wearing red cloth. You should not be wearing black cloth. You should be wearing only white cloth. You should be eating only dog. You should be eating only cow. And so on and so forth. And when this person decided to obey everything that they told him, everything about him will change to better. And he will be able to laugh at last. So in that case, I think Odu is what we can call angel. Then Are. Are is what is known as total stranger. Somebody we've not heard anything about him before. He just enter into our place. Maybe he enter into our village. We will only know anything he told us. Nobody knows anything about him except what they hear from him. You don't know his daddy, you don't know his mommy, you don't know anybody about him. All you know is everything he tells you. If he should told you that, look, my daddy is a king, you will not say no because you don't even know. That is Are. We call it total stranger. So, according to the meaning, it means that it is only God that owns the Odu that knows everything about this Are. Everything, even if the Are is telling lie, the Odu knows. If the Are is telling the truth, the Odu knows. Apart from those Odu that belong to God, nobody knows. So we can, when we look at it and we think about the meaning logically, we will say the meaning is he that knows everything that nobody knows. That is Olodumare. He that knows everything that nobody knows. He that knows everything more than anybody. Which is what the whole world sees God as. According to the Yoruba, God created 7 heavens. The topmost heaven is the one where he lives himself, only him. Nobody has ever gotten to that height before. Not even the divinities, not even the Odus. The Odu live in the second one, very close to God, because God can send them to Orunmila anytime. Go and tell Orunmila about this person. You Odu, you are the Odu that I used to create this person. Go and tell Orunmila everything about him. So, they live next to God. The next one, the third one, no creature is living inside that one. The one that follows it, it is the 5th one that the divinities lives. They live on the 5th one. And the last one, it was those supernatural powerful people like the witch, the witchcraft, the wizard, the demons. That was where they live. Men don't live in any of this heaven then. They were living in the middle of the earth and heaven. And out of all these places, it is that place that is most enjoyable, because that is where humans are. Human beings like enjoyment, and it's part of them. Even most of the divinity will leave their place and come down to that place to come and enjoy with the human being. There was no king then. The only king that rules both the divinities and the human is the king of the divinities. That is Obatala, Obatasha, Obatakuntakun, Agba-Orisha. He was the king. So whenever the Obatala come to that in between heaven and earth, people will celebrate. It will be like their king visit them. And they always like it to see their king come to visit them. That was how everything was going on then. Oduduwa. Now let me tell you about Oduduwa. Oduduwa was one of the Odu. It was the Odu that God used to create attitude or character. In Yoruba language, we call it Iwa. So, the meaning of Oduduwa is Odu tí ó dá ìwà, the Odu that created attitude or characters. So, Oduduwa was among the Odus. He was not a divinity. And nobody really recognized him except Orunmila. Because God always sent those Odus to Orunmila. Out of the whole creatures, it was Orunmila that recognized the Odus. Humans don't, divinities don't. It was only Orunmila. And Orunmila was the one that was taking care of anybody whenever they are weak. Both human, divinities, the demons, all of them always visit Orunmila. And God will now send Orunmila to them. This is what to do. I'm going to stop here today. Next time we meet, I will now talk about how God created the world.
Tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ kò dé o, tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹyẹ kò lọ, ẹyẹ balẹ̀ ó mú fún akọni jẹ, igúnnugún jẹbọ níwàrùn òye. Tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ kò dé o, tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ kò lọ, ẹyẹ balẹ̀ ó mú fún akọni jẹ, igúnnugún jẹbọ níwàrùn òye.